All right, Eric. So, having gone over all of that informed consent stuff, um, so what brings you into counseling?
Uh, well, you know, I just to give you a little bit of background real quick, and I know it's probably on the background form, but just to explain it a little more. Um, I just finished college. I went to school in Madison and enjoyed it there, and got this job out in Sheboygan, and I'm enjoying the job. That's meaningful.
Mhm.
I feel like, I feel like a close team with the people I work with, but I've noticed increasingly over the last few years how estranged I feel from my brothers and sisters.
Sure.
It's it's really kind of a strange feeling, Amanda, because I didn't think it was going to be like this when I got older. I thought we are going to be able to stay really close, and in some ways we haven't been as close as I've wanted to, and sure, there's been little things that have caused little troubles in our relationship, but I really want to get closer to them. I just don't know how, especially with some of our stuff that's piled up already.
Sure. So, have you guys been closer in the past?
Yeah, we actually have been closer in the past. I think what's different now is, well, part of it, like, I'm somewhere else,
Mhm.
but I've noticed, I mean, my brothers still live in Wisconsin, but
Mhm.
my sisters are kind of spread across the country, and it's, I guess I didn't think there'd be so much added distance with being in like a physically different place, and I thought I was making the right decision to move forward in my career, and this is a great software company I work for, and want to stick with it for the time being, but it makes me think honestly a lot about what my life will look like in 30 years or 40 years. I'll be so old then. But I don't know. I wonder what those connections will look like within. And so I'm kind of coming to you hoping that we can work more around, like, oh, I don't know the terms you use to do it, but like just to be closer with my brothers and sisters,
Mhm.
and have it be like a meaningful closeness, not like a fake closeness, but
Yeah,
something
sure.
that means something to me.
Yeah, definitely. That makes sense. So, maybe tell me a little bit more about what you'd like things to be like with your family.
Yeah. Um,
How's that different than the way it would be now?
yeah, I think back when I was young and when I was a kid, and my two brothers and two sisters were kids also, and I think of how much fun we had, and it felt like we were always running around together, or doing things together, kind of the constant companions. And particularly my oldest sister, we were like really close, and I'm the youngest in my family, so I think it was kind of, I don't know, this dynamic of oldest and youngest, and her kind of looking out for me and taking care of me, and me really kind of like admiring her and looking up to her. And
Sure.
she was starting high school when I was like 7 years old, and I thought she was like so old and wise, and she knew so much, and she wasn't involved in all this like cool stuff going on in the high school,
Yeah.
like she kind of did student council, and she was on the volleyball team,
Yeah.
and not that I necessarily had like aspirations for student council or the volleyball team, but
It's still cool stuff.
I thought it was cool.
Yeah.
I thought it was so neat. Yeah.
Yeah.
And her particularly, we found like really far apart, which really kind of makes me sad. She, and some of it might make sense. I mean, she like moved to Celebration, Florida, and has a family, a young family, and
Yeah.
that takes effort and time, and yeah, there's part of it I get, but it's just like I try to call her once a week, and we talk, but it feels like I don't get anything out. It's like I don't know anything about her.
Sure.
You know, like okay, she's my sister. She's 32. She has a husband and 2 young children, but I don't like. Those are just like baseball card stats, you know. I don't know like anything
Yeah.
about her, the
Yeah.
person, and she seems like less willing to share about it. You know.
So do you get to like see her much?
Yeah, you know, that's probably playing into it somewhat.
Mhm.
I haven't made it down to Celebration yet since she moved there, and it's been a couple years. Yeah, we see each other on like holidays and stuff like that, but
Mhm.
it just feels with her, it's not like, for me at least, it doesn't feel like there's any problems in the way, but it's just like we kind of lost connection with each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I wonder, could you take a trip there and go see her and maybe you'd feel better?
You know, I could. I mean, it would take a little bit of planning. It'd have to be a couple months off, but I could see it being nice to see her. You know,
Mhm.
I heard the Truman Show was filmed in Celebration.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't know if that's. I mean, I don't know. It's just something I heard.
There's a big
So,
draw for you.
yeah. I don't know.
My sister's left.
It's been a while since I've seen the Truman Show, but I don't know. I thought it might be kind of interesting. You know,
Yeah.
get to see my sister and just check out the little town, you know.
Yeah,
So
because maybe if they aren't making as much of an effort, maybe you could try a little more to see them or talk to
Yeah.
them or ask different kinds of questions on the phone and
yeah,
like know you're interested.
well, I don't know. I think she knows I'm interested in a way because I mean, I call her once a week. You know, I don't think she thinks like I'm not interested or don't care about her.
Mhm.
But
Do you ask her about other stuff or just?
I mean, well, yeah, I do, but oftentimes she just kind of just glosses over it, you know, and kind of moves on. Yeah, she's like, nope, everything's good, baby's good, marriage is good, work is good, that sort of thing.
Still going.
Yeah. You know,
So do you have any kind of like relationship or anything? Because you said you just moved to Sheboygan, so do you have any kind of stuff set up there yet, or is it still kind of new?
it's still kind of new. Like I spend time with some of my coworkers and that sort of thing. They're a pretty neat bunch of people, and it's cool to catch up with them. But I spend some time with them, but that's about it.
Yeah.
I mean, like I don't have much else there. My other sister and my 2 brothers are a little closer, but it feels like we're all spread out. You know, like the other sisters in Kansas City, and both of my brothers are in Racine, so it's just I don't know, just feel kind of strung out. And what's different about with my brothers and the other sisters, I think we actually have like legitimate, kind of
there's some
conflict stuff.
there
Yeah.
to work through.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. I think so, at least. Yeah.
Okay. So just to keep going with the counseling for the next couple sessions. So what are some things you might like to work on when you come here to visit with me? Because we can set some goals.
Yeah.
And identify some things that you can maybe work on.
Okay.
To help you feel better.
Okay.
And then maybe the other things will get better too. So what are some things you might like to work on?
What I think I could do is I could really. I've never considered myself a really good person relationally speaking, with other people. And so I could really spend more time, I think, on maybe learning how to give messages better, and kind of sharing that. Is that something you do here? I've never done counseling before.
No, sure. So maybe you want to work on communication skills.
Yeah.
On how to say what you really mean to people.
Yeah.
Okay. that's definitely something we can work on, and we can talk more about your family,
Okay.
kind of more about what's going on, and then maybe those communication skills can be helpful in you being able to transmit the things that you learn in counseling into the relationships that you have
Yeah.
with your family, and maybe things improve. And we can't change them,
No.
so
No.
maybe there's some things to work on that help improve the situation overall. So we can definitely work on that.
Okay.
And so when you come in, we can just talk about whatever's on your mind, or we can focus on communication, whatever you're feeling like that day, because you get to drive the train. So
Okay.
yeah.
That'll
Okay.
be good.
So then we'll go ahead and wrap up for today. And then we can go see the secretary and set your next appointment, and then we can pick up from here next time.
Great.
All right.
Is it like same time next time or?
We'll go see what my schedule is looking like.
Oh, okay.
Because I've got some of the clients.
Gotcha. Sounds like you might have to.
Yeah. So
Bump me
we'll
around.
make sure the
Okay.
time's still available, but we can
Oh, okay.
we can go make sure. I'll walk up there with you.
Gotcha.
And make sure that we both know next time you're coming
Okay. Thanks.
in. All right. Thanks, Eric.
Yeah. Nice to meet you, Amanda.
Nice to meet you too.
Yeah.